Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Salomon Assassin Pro. That's right, the big brother to the regular Assassin. This board features Salomon's rock out camber, modern camber, and a cam rock shell. Basically you're going to get the load and pop of traditional camber right underfoot, but you're going to get that ease of entry in and out of turns from the rocker, as well as more optimal powder float. This board is available in 150, 153, 156, 159, 162, 158 wide, 163 wide. I rode this board at Coppermount on a day that was a mix of blue and gray skies, colder temperatures, a little bit of snow on top of everything. There was chopped chunder, crusty old snow, and fresh corduroy, and I rode it with my Rome black label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. Overall, the flex of this board comes in just past middle of the road. It still is that predictable all mountain freestyle flex with more play in the tips, stiffer midsection, and the torsional flex is a little bit more rigid. Now when it comes to stability, you do get chatter at high speeds, but it never resonates back underfoot. It's one of those things where you look down and you see it flapping, but you're not going to feel it. The midsection is the most stable section of this board. You can really just plow through chop and chunder and never really worry about it. It is noticeably stiffer and more stable than the regular Assassin. That's one thing that I do need to say about this board. With it being stiffer than the regular Assassin, it takes a little more effort to load up that camber profile and get it to engage. You notice a slight delay after you've loaded it up and you're rolled back on the tail right before it hits that rocker point. It just delays a little, but when it does hit, you snap immensely. Can this board snap? Yeah, it pops. It pops well. Is everyone going to get that amount of pop out of it? No, because a lot of you are skipping leg day. Don't skip leg day. Learn how to load up camber and you're going to get a lot out of this. When it comes to jumps, small, medium, large, not a problem. So you want to pop off the lip, do it, load it up, snap. You're going to go higher, further. You're going to take it a little bit deeper. It's more stable. It's really at home on bigger jumps in my opinion, but it still can handle that smaller stuff. So you don't have to worry about it. So this board has a little fight in it, and when you butter, you notice that you've really got to get your weight out over the tip and really press into it, and it's going to want to rebound on you. So you're just putting your weight down into it, really pressing it, and it's going to snap out of that butter. Same thing with the tail. When you get on either of those and you're trying to get sideways or something, it's going to fight you. So you just got to remember, you got to muscle it, press it a little bit harder. When it comes to jibbing, speed is actually your friend. If you're going a little faster, you can press it a little bit harder, and that's just going to help you get to the end of the feature and it's going to snap out. When you go sideways, as it is stiffer, it ever so slightly cradles around the feature. It's just a little more on the planky side where you're doing that balance beam act on there versus the regular Assassin, which sort of just cradles it a little bit more. If you know what you're doing, you're gonna be fine. If you don't, well, maybe you need the regular Assassin over this one instead. All right, so the edge-to-edge power transmission of this board is smooth and fluid. You notice that right away. You get a ton of power out of the center of the board back through the tail for driving carves. I laid over some really nice trenches. Then again, I was riding Hero Snow on ice. I would definitely stand to say something I've said numerous times. The side cut on this board is not the best on it. You've got to be a little more light on your feet on ice. Can this board carve? Yes, if you know what you're doing. If you don't, well, you're probably gonna die. Sorry, not my problem. And anyways, short, tight, quick carves, long, hard, drawn out ones. You never really have to worry about it with this board. It gets it done, it does it well. It's just on ice. That's the one time you really got to watch out for it with this. Who's this board for? The higher end all mountain freestyle rider. So there is a definite difference between this and the regular Assassin. You notice it with how it pops and how it drives a carve. You can just feel that power in there. Basically, if you think that this is going to be too stiff, go with the regular Assassin. If you're worried about overpowering the regular Assassin, you go with this. It's a predictable board. The only downside is that side cut on ice does not grip as well as others out there on the market. Comparable boards, the Jones Ultra Mountain Twin, the Ride Bench Warmer. Binding recommendations, the Salomon District Team Pro, the Rome Cleaver, the Ride C8. This has been my review of the Salomon Assassin Pro. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.